Today, we're going to learn about Isaac Newton, one of the most important scientists in history. His story is amazing, from being a curious kid in a small village to discovering big ideas that changed the way we see the world. Let's explore his life, his incredible discoveries, and how they still affect us today. Ready? Let's jump in. Isaac Newton was born on January 4, 1643, in a small village called Woolsthorpe in England. His life wasn't easy. His dad died before he was born, and when Isaac was just 3, his mom remarried and left him with his grandma. Even though he felt lonely, Isaac spent his time thinking and making things. As a kid, he loved inventing. He built things like windmills, sundials, and water clocks. These little projects showed how curious and creative he was. But at school, Isaac didn't stand out at first. He wasn't a great student, and he often seemed distracted. That all changed when a classmate challenged him to do better. This competition pushed Isaac to study hard, and soon he became one of the best students in his school. He loved math and science the most, subjects that would shape his future. When Isaac was a teenager, he started wondering about big questions. Why do things fall to the ground? Why do the stars move? He didn't know it yet, but he was on the path to becoming one of the smartest people in history. Fast forward a few years. One of the most famous stories about Newton involves an apple. While sitting in an orchard, he saw an apple fall from a tree. Instead of just watching it drop, he asked, "Why does the apple fall straight down? Why doesn't it move sideways or float up?" This simple question led to his discovery of gravity, the invisible force that pulls objects toward each other. Gravity explains why things fall to the ground and why planets orbit the sun. Newton's idea wasn't just about Earth. It showed that gravity works everywhere in the universe, keeping everything in place. But Newton didn't stop there. He also came up with his famous 3 laws of motion, which explain how things move. Let's break them down. 1. The law of inertia says that an object will stay still or keep moving in a straight line unless something stops or moves it. For example, a soccer ball won't roll unless you kick it, and it won't stop rolling unless the grass or a wall slows it down. 2. The law of acceleration shows that the harder you push something, the faster it goes. Imagine pedaling a bike. The more effort you put in, the faster it moves. 3. The law of action and reaction says that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Think of a rocket. When the engine pushes down, the rocket moves up. Newton also discovered amazing things about light and color. He used a glass prism to show that white light is made up of all the colors of the rainbow. This discovery helped us understand how we see the world. And here's something really cool. Newton invented a type of math called calculus. It's used to solve hard problems in science and engineering, like building skyscrapers, predicting weather, and even sending rockets to space. Newton's ideas changed science forever. His laws of motion are still used today to design cars, airplanes, and even roller coasters. Astronomers use his discoveries to study planets and stars. His work on gravity helped us figure out how to explore space, land on the moon, and send robots to Mars. Newton inspired other scientists, like Albert Einstein, to think about the universe in new ways. He showed that asking questions and testing ideas can lead to amazing discoveries. Even today, we use his ideas in technology like GPS and satellites. It's incredible how one person's curiosity can make such a big difference. In his later years, Isaac Newton became famous and respected. He worked at the Royal Mint, where he helped make better coins and fought against counterfeit money. He also became the president of the Royal Society, a group of scientists working together to make new discoveries. Even though he was so successful, Newton stayed humble. He once said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." This means he built his work on the ideas of great thinkers before him. Newton passed away in 1727 at the age of 84. He was buried in Westminster Abbey, a special honor in England. His legacy lives on, shaping science and the world even today. Isaac Newton's life teaches us that curiosity and hard work can lead to amazing things. From a lonely boy in a small village to one of the smartest people in history, Newton changed how we understand the universe. His discoveries still inspire scientists, engineers, and dreamers everywhere. Thanks for joining me to learn about Isaac Newton. Remember, just like him, you can explore, ask questions, and make a difference. Stay curious, dream big, and never stop learning. Until next time, take care and keep exploring.